Alrighty, well, welcome back to Let's Forensically Play CSI 3 Dimensions of Murder. I'm sorry it's been a while. I actually lost the video file. Yeah, I don't know how it happened. I somehow lost the video file on my laptop, and then I got a virus on it, and I had to wipe clean my computer, and I had to replay up till now, so I actually apologize for that. I would have had some videos up sooner, but yeah, my complete computer really slowed down and I had to get it wiped clean and everything, so... And here we go, and it runs a lot better now, too. Like, I think, yeah, it just runs so much better now since I've got it wiped and everything. Also, you notice it's in HD. I'm sorry that you have to have the big bars around it, but I can't change the resolution of this game. I've looked, like, and by looked everywhere, I Google searched about 2 hours and tried to find every single, way around it. But yeah, I have to, the only way to make this in HD is to add the stupid bars, and I hate doing that, but it looks ugly in 480p. Well, anyways, we've questioned him already, and first thing I want to show you something in the lab that I actually forgot to do in part 5, but I didn't realize it until which would have been part 9, that we forgot to look at something. So let's go back to the lab. Alrighty, and something we need to look at is right here, the footprint of this on the smudged floor. We need to see if we can, see if it has the same tread patterns on here, which is more or less what you do. Well, you're actually not supposed to just take the shoe itself and then just put it right there for evidence. You actually could damage the shoe and everything. What you need to use is what is called gypsum, which is a type of cement-ish type thing, where you mix water or whatever chemical compound. I'm pretty sure it's dental stone and water. You mix together and it forms dental stone, and you use that to use the shoe, and then you can make an impression in the dental stone, let that harden, and then you can use that for evidence. Or no, actually, scrap that. I completely forgot. It's been a while since I've done footprint stuff. What you do is you take this blue biofoam, that's what it's called, and you take the shoe, you make an impression in the biofoam because it's soft and squishy. It's kind of like that. Why am I snapping right now? It's that green stuff people put fake flowers in. It's similar consistency to that, and then you put the gypsum dental stone, mix that together, and you pour that in the mold. And then you let that harden, probably for about a few hours, and then you can remove it. And then you look at the, the imprint it made in the dental stone, and you compare that to the original. You wouldn't just use the shoe, just because you could destroy evidence and everything. CSI gets wrong. But yeah, you can see here's the photo of the smudge print we got way back when by the Vic, finger quotes, because I've never heard a single person refer to as a dead body as a Vic. This is a photo of the smudged footprint, and over here by Nathan Ackerman's shoes, which he said that he possibly did step in the blood, which therefore does put him at the crime scene. Doesn't necessarily mark him as killer, but it does confirm what he said by him saying he was at the crime scene. So let's confirm this match. And we have a case file. Let's look at this case file real quick. So let's see. It puts Nathan Ackerman at the crime scene, but he also has said that he possibly did step in the... I'm sorry, I'm just really thirsty right now. It does say that he, it proves that he did step in the blood to, whenever he was looking around the body. So we don't really have anyone who could have done this. The closest one we have is Nathan Ackerman, but we don't have anything from these two. We haven't even talked to this guy yet. Well, we talked to him in the session that got deleted from my computer. We did talk to him, and he has just said that, we have nothing to link him to the crime scene. All we have is that he had sex with, what's her name, Cindy? No, Rachel, yeah. She said that he had sex with Rachel before he went off to his bachelor party, so it links him to her, biologically, but there's no proof that he was even at the crime scene, or, there to have committed the crime. There's nothing that links him to the crime scene. So yeah, we can go here, and why is my phone thinking? Oh, I got a message. Oh, okay. Sorry, one of my housemates just texted me something, and it was actually kind of nice that he did that. So, we pretty much have all we could go to the hotel room real quick, which, have I looked at every bit of evidence? I think I have. So, let's go look at this hotel room. So, yeah.
It's a nice pad. It's not what I expected, though. This girl spends thousands on artwork for the wedding, but she opts for the junior suite? People and their priorities.
I've said it before, this game is really ugly looking, and this is the best this game can look. I mean, I know it came out in 2006, but come on. There are games that came out before 2006 that look better than this. I mean, hell, the Final Fantasy X looks better than this. The game's like 12 years old right now. I'm sorry, but this is bad artwork. This is just a cheap cash-in with, you know, these people giving half-ass performances of them being the experts in their field. I'm sorry, just everything about this annoys the crap out of me, and I really don't like CSI. Well, here we are at the crime scene. Remember, we've taken our pictures. Wink, wink, wink. We have on our gloves, like, you know, we can, like he physically is, and he's just standing there judging us judgmentally with his horribly designed hair. First, let's look at this document over here. And I've noticed something. There's actually no way to turn off the voices or skip through the dialogue. So once they talk, you have to sit through it, and that's kind of annoying. But anyway, let's look at this. You can pick it up as evidence.
That artwork was definitely due the day of the murder.
Your mom was due the day of the murder. Also, that doesn't really suggest much. That's just kind of a receipt. As I drink water. So we have evidence that's just... that's not even evidence. That's circumstantial. It really is. There's no proof saying that, you know, that it's just, oh, it's there. Well, let's look over here now.
The European honeymoon of a lifetime. Not anymore.
You said that really sarcastically. Can I, like... I want to pick it up, but... yeah, we can't. I don't know why. I don't think there's anything on the table. Because... yeah, there's nothing on this table, apart from that. And if we look at the newspaper...
a good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Actually, they could have made some little reference of, you know, this being the artist right here by saying, oh, look, one of his pieces, but nope, nothing's here. And look, here's a blah 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 thing. You see, Visa. This game has so much product placement in it, I hate it. I really do. And, like, I mean, true, I have a Visa card, and, you know, it's actually a pretty good card company, but I don't want it in my video games. So let's... also, I apologize if you're whirring in the background. Some guy down the road is weed-eating his yard, and he's been going on for like 2 hours, and I'm not even worried about it because I live near the ghetto. In the ghetto? Anyway, let's look at the TV.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Oh, there's something here, alright. We're a vampire. We don't have any legs. Oh well, there's nothing apart from... well, actually, no, hang on. Let me check here. This is what I was looking for. We'll collect this as evidence. Remember, we've taken our pictures with scale and with a level and a 90-degree scale and everything. So we're not just picking it up with no documentation.
Brass can track down this number for us.
It's cute, game, cute. Let's see, anything in here?
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
There is something there. That's an empty suitcase. Well, let's see. Oh, there's something on the bed. Well, let's see. We got to use this flashlight to show that there is a shirt here. Let me pick up the shirt. And look, there's a show. Wait, what is this? There's something there on that shirt. Looks like blood. Could there be anything else in here? Maybe some, like, hair follicles in the collar? Not really, because this game's stupid like that. They wouldn't want to do anything that sophisticated. It's going to be something that obvious. Actually, whenever I played the session a couple months ago, I didn't see this just because I'm a little colorblind, actually, and so the blood stain doesn't show up that well. So we got to use a little bit of luminol to get some to prove that it was blood on here. So let's swipe some blood off there. Wonder what we could have here. I think that's really all there is at this place. Just prove that there was a...
Hey, do you need a hint?
No, I don't need a hint. I just want to check to see if there's like a way I can... I'm just going to turn down all this crap. Actually, no. Leave it. Leave it the way it was. These menus are so flippin' hard to navigate. Anyway, let's go talk to Brass. I don't know who Brass is supposed to be. I'm guessing it's supposed to be the judges to get the warrants, but I don't know. I don't watch the show. Oh, hello you. You're just like staring at me judgmentally.
That phone number was to a ticket theater broker. A clerk there remembers Rachel arguing with her about ticket prices. Our friendly neighborhood art dealer opened the gallery 12 years ago, and his record's clean. I found some online reviews saying Ackerman's an overcharging, tasteless fraud. But hey, that's no crime.
It could be. It could be extortion.
Even a self-proclaimed genius like Patrick Milton can't escape the electric company. And we got his address from their bill. Here you go.
Ooh. But actually, before we head to his artist studio, I want to actually go back to the lab and look at this blood to see if we can find any similarities. So let's go back into the lab real quick. Well, that loaded really quickly. Usually I have to wait about 20 seconds for it to load. Not this time. Okay, so here's the blood from the shirt. Let's see if it matches the same blood that was from the wall. Let's see, we got a match. It looks like it could be a match, so let's confirm it. Huh, that's odd. Why would her boyfriend have a shirt that had, her Rachel's blood on it? That doesn't make any sense. Is there anything for this assembly table? Can we look at the shirt?
We've done all we can with that item.
You've done all you can with your butt, Warwick. Okay, so let's go to the artist studio. I find it so stupid that he's just standing there like, yes. And I do like how it's the good, the bad, and the ugly. No, that's not good, bad, and the ugly. That's crap. What Clint Eastwood movie is that? I want to say Fistful of Dollars, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, let's talk to this guy.
And if I am?
Las Vegas Crime Lab. Murder investigation. Are you Patrick Milton?
Yes, all right, yes. I'm Patrick Milton, but I don't know anything about a murder, you say?
Yes, sir. We have a few questions. You mind?
You better make yourself clear about how this supposedly involves me, because I'm on a deadline. I'm an artist on commission here, and I have a painting to finish, and I'm trying to grab a window of solitude while these damn construction workers are on break or whatever they're doing. My God, the noise lately here.
As you can clearly tell, the mic quality for Patrick is pretty terrible. My $30 headset I'm using right now, in fact, has better quality than that, and that's saying something. It's bad when a Let's Player has a better microphone than a studio, and this is Telltale Games. True, they haven't done amazing games, but they've done enough games to where they have enough money to afford good equipment. But No, enough about me just nitpicking this game. It's a cheap, cheap, cheap game made for suckers who love CSI to cash in and buy their stuff. So we got to tell them the bad news about Rachel.
What? Which commissioner? You don't mean Rachel? You don't mean Rachel Maddox, do you? It's not possible. There's no one on the planet more alive than Rachel. How did it happen?
Blunt force trauma, Mr. Milton. The murder weapon may have been a statue, possibly one of yours. The perched predator is missing from the gallery.
My lord, no. The hours, the months that went into that? Was it stolen? Please tell me it wasn't destroyed. It's one of my most valuable works. Well, right here, of course. I mean, I practically live in this studio. The demands on me as an artist are unceasing.
You know, I will say, though, that Patrick, if he had been given a really good microphone, his voice acting is not that bad. It's just the quality of his voice is terrible. He is a good actor so far.
Haven't you talked to my patron, the esteemed Nathan Ackerman? He called me and tore me a new one, and I decided the best thing to do was to stay home and get this painting and sculpture completed before Rachel's wedding day. I've been bunkered in here slaving ever since. My intention was to deliver everything tomorrow, right before the wedding. I couldn't see wasting time dealing with Rachel. There was a lot to admire about her, her spirit, her intelligence, but she was frankly the worst-tempered woman I ever met. The most difficult client I ever encountered. I figured the less contact with her, the better. That's it, and it's going well. I'm almost done with it, but I guess there isn't any hurry now. Pity. Despite her ugly side, Rachel was a beautiful woman and a worthwhile subject.
Huh, interesting. Why would I realize he's a painter and all, but why would he dehumanize her by saying a subject and not a person? Interesting. Could it be a red herring? I don't know.
Actually, yes. The Maddox Stocks wedding commission is only part of what I have on my plate. And I've been battling headaches and back problems, what with all this horrendous construction racket going on, starting at 7 a.m., including weekends. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to concentrate? Well, it began cordially enough. She was a big admirer of my work, owned a number of my bird and animal sculptures. She approached me to do these special paintings to be displayed at her wedding reception. And I told her I rarely did the human form. I'm a nature artist, you see, and I have a knack for just slightly idealizing reality. Well, she did have her charming side, you know, and she said, well, I'm one of nature's best works of art. Are you up to capturing me? How could I turn her down? And the money wasn't bad either. And as I say, I would have delivered the painting and sculpture on time. Nick of time, but on time. Right at the reception ballroom. I'm almost done now.
Did you contact Rachel or Ackerman to tell them about this change of plans?
No. And before you condemn me as rude and egocentric, let me just say, you never had a deal with Rachel Maddox. You have no idea the hoops she made me jump through. Sounds unkind now that she's dead, but really, I wanted to keep her waiting. Let her, no other way of saying this, suffer a little, like I had. Let her squirm and stew. But my lord, I would never wish anything like this upon her.
Really? Are you sure? Could he just be leading us down a clever plot pathway of deceit and lies? Only time will tell, and for some reason I'm making weird fingers at the screen. Because I can. Anyway, let's keep talking about him. I'll just be quiet till we actually talk of all this.
In a word, rocky. She was a lovely girl, but rich and spoiled. At the beginning she posed live for me, but she was so demanding. Kept leaving her modeling pedestal to see what I was doing. Literally look over my shoulder. Oh hell, that was just maddening. Finally, I just banished her from my studio. I'd already taken photographs of her, in the desired pose, and these were sufficient reference, and photos don't talk back, nag, or interfere with the artistic process in any way. Well, from my point of view, it was entirely unprofessional and even hostile. I deserve better from someone I worked with for so long. You have no concept how much money I've made for Nathan Ackerman. But at least I didn't get caught up in a screaming match. I let the answering machine get it. He wanted me to drop everything and get over to the gallery. It was pretty clear from how frazzled he sounded. He had his own generous serving of Rachel Maddox at her worst.
So you're telling me you didn't drop by to set Ackerman and your client straight?
Hell no. Nathan I could handle. But as overworked as I am, dealing directly with Rachel Maddox, I didn't need that grief. Well, frankly, my intention was to avoid seeing her at all. She'd be at the wedding, and I'd be at the reception ballroom dropping off the art. Call me a coward, but you people never saw Rachel in full flaming bitch mode.